Amid protests against the vaccine mandates, Israel is now set to test the fourth dose of a COVID-19 jab for healthcare workers. A major hospital in Tel Aviv will roll out a vaccine booster trial for 150 of its staff to gauge if a second booster jab is necessary across the country or not. The healthcare workers were vaccinated with the third dose in August. Now, according to the study, the trial plans to examine the booster's effect on the level of antibodies and comorbidities. If the trial is successful, then it may set the ball rolling for an action plan against Omicron across the world. A health ministry panel of experts recommended a second booster jab for people above the age of 60 or those who got a third dose at least 4 months ago. The final approval is pending amid public debate as to whether sufficient scientific information is available to justify a new booster drive or not. Severe protests erupted in the hometown of Israel's Prime Minister Naftali Bennett and in Jerusalem over the government's plan to mandate measures to fight the Omicron variant. Meanwhile, the Israeli Prime Minister's office said that Bennett had tested negative for the virus after his 14-year-old daughter was infected earlier. Israel has reported more than 1,000 confirmed cases of Omicron as of now, with the number of people infected by doubling every 2 days. For more on this, our correspondent Jody Cohen has sent us this report coming in from Jerusalem.
Nachman Ash, Director General of Israel's Health Ministry, has yet to approve giving fourth COVID shots and is expected to make a decision this week against a backdrop of rising cases, especially among kids. In fact, the Prime Minister's own fully vaccinated 14-year-old daughter has contracted COVID, and while the PM tested negative, he's staying in isolation as a precaution. Physically isolated, but not yet politically isolated, as his 8-party coalition faces perhaps its biggest challenge yet with the Omicron variant. This is Jody Cohen for WION World is One.
WION World is One is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.